Right guys, I'm starting this vlog off at CNX gym, so I'm going to train back today. I've only got about 4 days left in Chiang Mai, so I'm have to be quite conscious with where I train, which body part. So I wanted to come here for back because they've got loads of machines, so I'll quickly kind of show you around, but obviously if you watch the video, I'll probably end up doing 2 or 3 of them anyway. But yeah, all of it's plate loaded, but it looks really, really good. So we've got a plate loaded row machine there. You've got a few different handles you can use. That looks really nice, kind of a low to medium row. Lat pull down, which I am a big fan of those. I've used one of those in Marbella and also Pump Fitness Gym in Norwich. That video is on the channel as well. This one, single arm, or you could do double arm, but I do single arm for that one. Nice, different variation of a lat pull down. And then over here, you've got a T-bar row. So yeah, we'll see how we get on, but to be honest, I think I'm probably going to start with the row machine here. Right then guys, so I've set up for this first exercise here. I'm going to go for a pretty heavy set on this one, nothing insane, but I've got loaded on here 2 20s and a 15 each side. So I'm not going to do this one single arm, I'm going to go for a double arm basically. And the only kind of complaint or thought process that I have leading into this set is that the chest support can't move. So what I'd prefer is to be able to pull this back a little bit further, so then I can get a crazy stretch even further. Don't get me wrong, this is still good, like I've still got a good stretch here, but you know, there is still a few, you know, there is a few more centimeters I could get an extra stretch in, which I think would be valuable, but still looks like a really good piece of kit for me to do this first working set on. So I'm not sure if I'll stick on this for the whole, you know, 2 or 3 sets, but either way, let's see how we get on with this first set. And also I forgot my headphones, so a little bit of a shame there. Seems to be a trend the last few days. Forgot it for legs and for back, but it is what it is. Right, so first set on this one. Let's try. I'm gonna try and get a little bit of kind of control and squeeze at the back going, if I can. Okay, that was actually pretty much perfect, I'd say. Like, yeah, let me move the camera around a bit. As far as first sets go, that was a pretty good one. Like, it's always going to be a little bit of guesswork. I find that even if you have like a staple weight at your home gym, for example, on a similar machine, just sometimes the way they're designed and set up, it can mean that you have to either decrease or increase a little bit. So yeah, stay open-minded, but obviously it's good to have somewhat of a gauge. So good thing about that is I didn't lose any grip strength or anything like that, so feeling really good on that. I probably will do another set exactly the same style, so that was like 8 reps kind of controlled, and then 4 reps a lot quicker. So a total of 12 there, but yeah, feeling really good. I'll have about a minute rest and then we'll get into another one. Okay, second set on this one. As I said, I'm going to be going for the same sort of set style, so 8 reps, I would imagine, and then probably 4 partials, but we'll see how we get on. Yeah, that was good. Definitely was less complete on those last couple reps, I'd say, compared to the set beforehand. Like, they didn't feel as clean, so we'll do one more. I will be honest, like a lot of the time when I'm doing these sessions, if I've like had to set up plates and stuff like that, I will be more inclined to stay on that exercise. Not if it's bad, obviously I'll move on, but even when I'm kind of setting up for a machine that's plate loaded, I kind of wouldn't personally probably want to do that for anything less than 2 sets, if that makes sense. Just because of like, yeah, the time it's taken and kind of this overall energy waste. If you're with someone else, it's different because you can kind of both load the plates up. But yeah, sometimes like a pin loaded machine or a cable or, you know, rarely a dumbbell for me, but other alternatives can work pretty well. But yeah, going on from that theme, I'm going to do a 3rd set just to really make it worthwhile. And then I've noticed they've also got a lat pull down machine, which for me, there's no way that'll be tall enough for me to get a full movement on that because my arms are so long and I can already just see and gauge it. But for some of you guys that could use that, that's another cool piece of kit. So yeah, I'm thinking, like for me, I'd use that lat pull down that's just in front of me there, which you probably can't see, but that's a lot better, that one over there. So we'll do another set on here, and then I'm thinking try the lat pull down machine, which is next to me, which that one is plate loaded, this side, but you'll see it's a completely different setup. The bar itself actually moves at the top, so you get a really nice range of motion. You can kind of like pull it into your chest more and get that extra contraction at the back there, which is what you're looking for. So yeah, I'd say another minute rest, crank out a set on here. I could consider changing it and dropping that. So we've got 2 20s and a 15. I could change that to a 10, but I just don't think it's really worth it. It'll only give me an extra couple reps and I'm still in like a good zone. So yeah, one more set on this one, which I probably will record this, I reckon. Right, 3rd set, let's just fucking get into it. A little bit quick on this one, I reckon. Good set that was. Next up, we'll do the lat pull down machine. Okay, so this is going to be the 2nd exercise, 4th set. I've recorded all the rest that I've done. So this is a really nice machine because this moves. So when you pull the bar down, you can actually then really dig that in, like tuck your elbow tight, and it's just a fantastic range of motion. So I'd recommend using one of these if you haven't already. They're not very common. This is probably only the 3rd one I've ever used in my life. So yeah, they're quite rare, but they're a really good piece of kit. So plate loaded, as I mentioned before, most of the machines are plate loaded here, which isn't a huge issue, but just warming up, I've done a 20 on each side, 2 20s on each side, and now we've got 2 20s and a 15 each side. So it's going to be the same weight as I did on that one. Reps are feeling fine. I've lowered the seat a little bit more. Actually, the seat can't move, but I've lowered the knee adjustment, the knee pad a bit more to keep myself really locked in there. But actually the seat is low enough as it is because I can get a full stretch, so really good so far. I'm not going to use straps in the first set. I'm just going to go straight in and we'll see how we get on. Two more. Oh, okay. Yeah, that was fucking absolutely spot on. Yeah, very, very good. No partials on that one. Just didn't feel like the right time to do it. So, yeah, I would say I'm doing less partials the further that I get into this dieting phase. So just something for me to take note of. Yeah, very good so far. I'm going to keep the weight exactly the same and then aim to do that for another set. Okay, so this is second set on this machine here. First set was perfect. Should be able to get the same reps again, to be honest with you. Nice. Yeah, same again. Like at the end there, it's just pretty much would be forearms if I did the partial reps. But honestly, I think if I was to use straps, I would still be activating my forearms, because it's not like my hands are slipping. It's just that like I'm kind of losing range of motion there. But 10 reps for me on that is a really good number. So I'll definitely do one more, might even do two more. I think I'll record one more set though for sure. This will be third set now, last set I'm going to record. So let's get 10 again, for sure. Really, really good set so far. Okay, that's 3 sets done on there. I'm going to do one more. I'm not going to bother recording it. But honestly, today I'm feeling like not doing a lot of like exercises. I'm just finding ones that I like and then getting the volume in. So that'll be my 7th set after I do this next one, which to be honest might be enough for me today. 3 rows, 4 pull downs, and then at least 3 sets of rear delts. So I'll keep you updated, but next set will probably be rear delts. And then I've still got my 30 minutes of cardio to do. Right people, last exercise of the session. It's been a pretty low volume, low exercise lat back day, but mainly focused on lats. Like even the row that I did, that was heavily kind of lat focused, but it's good for me because I'm getting some shoulder retraction and scapular retraction, which is good. So basically moving on from that, I'm now going to go for rear delts. Just literally every single back day is usually ending with rear delts for me. So just going to move the camera around here a little bit and we'll finish this last exercise. I'll just do one set and then I'll go through the rest without recording. Let's get into it. Three more. Okay, yeah, this machine is like nothing special. It's not really a very nice rear delt machine fly, to be honest with you. So I'm not going to be doing loads and loads of sets. Whereas if I did jump on a machine and it was feeling great, then what I'd be inclined to do is perhaps do 4 or 5 sets even. So I'm definitely not skipping any volume, and for me rear delts is one of my strongest muscle groups, I'd say. So since I'm in a dieting phase, 3 sets alongside the other back work that I've done when I'm training back every 4 days is definitely enough. So I'll go for another 2 sets on here. Yeah, and the reason I say that it's not a great machine is just because it's hard to keep the handles aligned. When you actually meet in the middle, it feels like one of them is actually slightly further into the midline, and this is a problem that I was having at the gym group that I used to go to. Really shit equipment, and it just does affect some of the exercises because you don't want to be off balance. And I think that this machine is a lot better than doing dumbbells, so it's not really like a case of finding an alternative which is on the same level, because to me dumbbells is definitely subpar. But if I didn't have access to this, then that is what I would be doing. That's the next best option, but not equivalent in my opinion. So anyway, we'll get 2 sets of these done and then pose down. Right, so I've had a little playing around with the camera angles here. I've tried a few different locations. Not very exciting, but some of the spotlights, as you can see, are white, some of them are yellow, and basically the white ones just make me look super pale and the yellow ones are just too overexposed. So I think this is the best we're going to get, to be honest. So either way, just running through the sets that we did quickly, or that I did. So that was 3 sets of the double arm kind of low to medium pull. Felt really good, mainly blasted my lats on that one. Then I did 4 sets of the pull down machine, which was absolutely fantastic. That was definitely like the highlight of the session. Really good volume on that one. And then finished with 3 sets of rear delts. So 7 sets were kind of like, you know, lats and upper and mid back, and then 3 sets of rear delts. So total 10 sets there. Let's see how the pump's looking. Let's do a quick flex with the stringer on. Okay, and then let's check how lean we are. So this morning, guys, I had a crazy fucking weight drop, like absolutely insane. I was down to, if I remember rightly, 213.6 pounds. So over the last week, I have dropped like a good 2 or 3 pounds. Well, a good 2 pounds at least, but I have a slight feeling that that's going to go up tomorrow. And if it does, that's not a big deal. As long as I'm kind of floating low 216s, high 215s, that'd be a really nice level to be at. So let's quickly just see how we're looking. Yeah, every single day when I'm doing these pose downs, the abs are just feeling tighter and tighter basically, which is good. Obviously your midsection, your core, your abs, they're going to be a really good gauge of how quickly you are losing body fat, if at all. It's not obviously going to be all visual, but that can play a huge part, of course. So yeah. So those rear delts, they're not too pumped up, to be fair. If I do like 4 or 5 sets and I've had some carbs, usually they are literally like bulging out the back there. Still got something. Yeah, I can start to see, like when I do that, even just like around here, lats are getting a lot leaner. You can start to see all the different kind of separations as well, which is pretty cool. I mean, it's cool for me, for sure. So I'm just going to do a quick physique check on the back. And that'll pretty much be it, guys. So yeah, not really many kind of poses to do for the back, in my opinion, especially not that I'm good at. Could do a front double bicep vacuum as well. Try a standard one. Yeah, honestly, I haven't had any carbs today, and the last few days I've been having either a small pre-workout meal or some watermelon. I do feel like that does, even just that small amount of carbs and food does make a small difference. But yeah, that's pretty much it, guys. So back day complete in CNX gym. Tomorrow I'm going to go to Pump Fitness and train arms, so that'll be good fun. And then the day after I've got legs. I'm not sure where I'm going to go there yet, but yeah, appreciate you guys watching and thanks for all the support. See you in the next one. The only way is up.